Okay. Yeah. Okay. So first of all, welcome to all of you. This Bootstrap free workshop demo session. So in this session, we are going to discuss on this. So what is the importance of the Bootstrap? Okay. So how much fast you can develop in your website using the Bootstrap? So what are the components is there? How you can configure the Bootstrap is there? Okay. So what are the required software if you want to working with the Bootstrap and all? So we discussed those components and all everything with the help of the Bootstrap. So before we are going to discuss, so first of all, I'll give some brief introduction about the HTML and CSS. So the HTML stands for, so what we can say the HTML. So first of all, what is the usage of this HTML and CSS and JavaScript? Any idea? Any idea? So why we can use these three things? If we want to develop the web pages, if we want to develop the web pages, so we should know the web web technologies. So what are the web technologies is very popular in the market right now? So the basic thing is HTML and CSS and the JavaScript. So here the HTML we say that, so hypertext transfer protocol, and CSS we say that cascading style sheet, and JavaScript we can say that, so like you can know generally, so they are writing like this, so this stands for JavaScript, the CRE, so JavaScript. Okay, so apart from that, so this is for completely to using for web pages design. So web pages. Okay, so if you want to develop the web pages, so definitely we can use for these are the three technologies. So this is for to applying the styles in your web pages, okay. And the next another thing is, so this is for validation, not only validation, so you can do many of things using the JavaScript. So validations is one of the part in JavaScript. So apart from that, so if I want to click some radio button, I want to display some paragraph, again I am clicking the that radio button, so the paragraph can hide. So you can do it some action events, so action events using this JavaScript. Okay, so sir, is it mandatory to learn for Java developer these three technologies? Yeah, definitely we should learn. So JavaScript is using for to validation, and if you want to perform some action event. So if I click that checkbox, you want to display some content, or if again I can uncheck the checkbox, you want to hide the data. So like that you can use this JavaScript to develop this kind of the events. Okay, and cascading style sheet means you just apply the, so once you can develop the web page, you can apply some styles because for look and feel. Okay, so better to look and feel, so you just apply the cascading style sheet in your application, I mean in your web pages, then automatically your web page become looks good. Okay, so to apply those things to develop this one, I mean if you want to develop the web pages, so you just use that HTML. If you want to apply the style sheets, you can use this, you can use the cascading style sheet. And if you want to apply some validation things and also, you can use for JavaScript. What happened? Somebody skip on. 1 second. Okay. Okay. So apart from that, so nowadays you can hear like React JS and Angular JS. Okay, so this is also a extension of the JavaScript. So these two, this is a framework. So this both and all is the framework. So you can working with some set of libraries if you want to develop the application designing very fast way and effective way. Okay, so you can use these two also. Okay, so I'm not discussing on this right now. You should come to know what is this React JS and Angular JS. So these two also the front end technologies. So which is used like to develop the web-based applications. Next, apart from that, Bootstrap. So Bootstrap is very famous in nowadays. So if you want to develop an application very fast way compared to HTML and CSS, so there is a lot of existing classes, there is a lot of existing functionalities, there's a lot of existing libraries are provided in Bootstrap. So using
Sir,
these things, can you please mute all of you? Please mute.
sir, I'm audible.
Yeah, audible. So please mute.
HTML is this abbreviation or
Hello.
HTML?
If you case
Is this
you are, if somebody not see my screen now, I'm not audible, please rejoin again. Okay, no issues. Okay, so there is a libraries which is there are introduced in Bootstrap. So it is the just combination of both HTML and CSS. Okay, so for the Bootstraps also we have set of predefined classes. So everything is there. So we'll see those concepts next, not now. So first we discuss. I think majority of you guys they don't know how to configure with the HTML and CSS. So first we discuss this one, how to configure the HTML and CSS. So then we can start the Bootstrap. So how you can use. So one small application I can design to using this HTML and CSS. So then you can see the difference between HTML and Bootstrap. So how fast you can develop the applications using the, I mean, web-based applications, I mean, web pages using the Bootstrap. So these points we are going to discuss. So first of all, how you can install the HTML? So is there any software is required? No. So what are the required things to set up for HTML and CSS? So how you can set up? So how set up? Okay. So how to set up? So if you want to set up this HTML and CSS, so what we need? So the required thing is, so we need any editor and IDE, and the next one is we need a browser. So we need a browser. So here any browser. Okay, and here how you can save. So what is the extension of the HTML file and CSS file? So the extension of the HTML file and CSS file is, so this is the .html, or in some places you can see like HTML. Okay, and .css is the extension for cascading style sheet, and .js is the extension for JavaScript. So this is for JavaScript, and this is for CSS file, and this is for file, and this is for HTML file. Okay, so what is the general structure if you want to design, if you want to develop the HTML? So what is the syntax? So syntax of the HTML. So what is the syntax? So it's just simple. So the first thing is represents to. So here I'm taking directly one file. So you can take HTML page. So this is the HTML structure format. So okay, so this is the HTML structure format. This is the HTML structure format. So here this, what is meaning of this doc type HTML? So it indicates the version of the HTML, the version of the HTML. So what is the present version we are having in HTML? So HTML5. Okay, and this is the indicate HTML starting page. So every, if you can open with every tag, it must and should be close the tag. So once you can open the HTML, you must be close with the HTML. So HTML is the, so if you can see, this is the main element of this tag, and this is the attribute of the element. So this is the here HTML is the main element, and main element comma language is the attribute or sub element, you can say attribute. Okay, so what is the language format they are giving? Encoding format, en means English. Okay, and this is the head tag. So here you can provide all the required information to the HTML page. So I want to set it this, so character set it is the UTF-8 character format, and so meta means it will give the more information about these things and all. Okay, it gives the more information about the HTML page. So you want to provide the more information to the HTML page, you can keep it inside the head tag. Next, so title means this is the title of the document. So this is first HTML page. Okay, so if you are giving like that, once you can open the document, it is showing this title. Okay, and next, so you can body content. So body is the another tag. So once you can see this body, so you can write it your code here. So write your design code here.
Sir, Appu is unable to join the class. Appu couldn't open the link. Can you once more send the link to Appu?
The same link only. But wait, again I can send.
Okay, he joined the same.
Okay, I can send it again in group. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so you can write it in your design code here, and this is the body of the section, and this is the finally you can close the HTML pages. Okay, so this is the syntax in HTML. Next, syntax of CSS. So what is the syntax here to write this CSS? So there is no any proper syntax in this. So we have different ways to develop this CSS. So different ways to develop the CSS. So what are the ways is there? The first one is inline CSS, and the second one is internal CSS, and the third one is external CSS. Okay, so these are the three things. So if you want to write inline CSS, so how you can write it means, so suppose I have the HTML tag. So let us imagine, so in this body section can containing something like h1. So okay, so h1 I am writing welcome to. So I can show it practically, that is best for you. Okay, so these are the three things. Okay, so is there any server is required to execution on this application? No, is not required. So just is the browser is enough to develop this application. So what you are learning in this workshop, so here I'm using the IDE. WebStorm I am using. And next one, so we can deploy, we can run the application some external server. Okay, so I will show you both of it. Okay, so first of all, I will show you without IDE. Then after that, I can show with IDE. What is the important on this? So for this, so this is my HTML. So the first one is H1 tag. H1. So what is meaning of this H1? If you want to display the header. Okay, so this is header. This is header. So let me save this. So I created a folder Bootstrap free workshop. So here I am giving index.html. So you can give any name. There is no issue on that. Yes. Okay. So let me go to that location. Okay. So here, just right click it. Open with. You can open any one of the browser. I think it is taking too much time. So let me open with Microsoft Edge because it's already open. Okay. So you are getting the output. This is the header. Okay. So similar way, we have H2. So whenever you can open the tag, you must be close the tag immediately. Okay. So this is header 2 and this is the header 1. Okay, so let me go here and just refresh it. So this is the H1 and this is the H2. Next, here also open, no issues. Next, another one is copy and come down. H1, H3, H3, and this is header 3. Okay, let me see with the browser. Just refresh. Okay, so you are getting. So I want to apply some styles in this header part. So how I can apply? So as I told you, so we have 3 different types of CSS to generate. So first one I am applying. So the comment of this HTML pages, this one. Okay, this is the comment. So using inline CSS. So using inline CSS, how I can apply? So let's come here. So using the style tag equal to color orange. So let me come refresh. So you are getting orange color. Next, let me, I want to apply some other style. More than one means you just make it with semicolon separator. So I want to align so color orange. Align, or you can give instead of color. So I'm just give padding 10 pixel. Okay, so padding 10 pixels. So let me see what will happen. So it's come some down padding. So like that you can apply in your inline CSS. Okay, or otherwise background. I can give black. Okay, it's make it a black. So okay, so black you can apply. And another one, if I want to apply more than, apart from that, I want to apply back color and text align. So I want to align center. So text align center. So see what will happen. So it's came center. Okay. So for how I can write these things and all. So because these and all predefined tags. So these and all predefined tags, it's coming from CSS. So cascading style sheet. Okay. So these and all you can apply like this. So if you want to write that inline CSS, this is the approach you can write that. Okay. So is it clear all of you how you can apply the inline CSS? Okay. Next. So how you can apply? So here you can see the name of the document. I could not able to see you. Okay. Please not goes down. No. Okay, and the next thing is here. Okay, so here you can observe here name document. So how it's come? So here I can change my first HTML. So let me save it. Let me come here, just refresh. So it will change the heading. It will change the heading automatically. Okay. So once you can open, so the heading is coming. I mean title is coming here. Okay. So this is the way you can apply the inline CSS. Next, suppose I want to apply internal CSS. So to apply the internal CSS, so here I am writing.
Sir, can you print the author name, keywords, and the description?
Sorry.
Author name, keywords, and the description. Can we print?
This one.
Yeah. I mean, we can give some data like author name is equal to something. Description.
No. It's a predefined. It's a predefined.
Okay.
So content I gave like
where we can find if author name will give us. Okay.
Next keyword it is that HTML and description like represent. Okay, let me check it. Where I can find it. I think okay man, I will tell you later. It's not that much of important, that one. Okay.
Okay.
Just you should know how to configure the internal CSS, external CSS and all.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So how you can configure the internal CSS? So to configure the internal CSS, so you can start with style, and here you can apply style. So open the tag and close the tag. So here you can write. So I can define, suppose some header. I'm defining header class. So you can give any name. It's not a problem. Okay. Or so first you can apply this internal CSS with predefined tags. So here what I am doing, font family, Arial. Okay. So if I can apply H1 is the font family Arial or font size I can give. Font size I can give some 50 pixel I can give. Okay, so wherever h1 tag is there, so these two styles is automatically applicable in this h1 tag. So let me see now. Just refresh it. Why it's sending? Okay, so it's automatically increase this one, the size of this one. Okay, so this is the way you can apply predefined HTML elements to apply the styles. So next, suppose I want to apply the same style with h2 tag. So here also I can copy and come down, paste it here. Okay, so let me see here. See, it's automatically increase. Suppose if I want to apply some color, so color I can give red. Can give red. Let me see here. It became red. Okay. So next, the another thing is similarly we have the h3 tag. So let's copy and paste it here. h3. This one also I want to apply the same. You want to apply the same thing, you can apply. Okay, so it is coming. So if you can define more than h1 tags, like h3 tag I am defining again. h3 and all. So this is header 4 and this is header 5 and this is header 6. Okay, so let me refresh. So it's apply automatically. Okay, so it is apply automatically. So sir, I'm applying this one. So I'm just commenting this one because this is the way you can apply the inline CSS. Okay, so now I'm applying internal CSS. So which one it will take? Which one it will take? Either this one or this one. So here I can increase again 90. So let me see what will happen. See, so it is taking both. Okay, so whenever you are applying this one, so or there's padding, background, text align, center. So everything it will take. Again, in the h1 tag, you are applying these of the styles. So it is taking both. It is not considering only internal CSS and inline CSS, anyone. So it is taking the both of the CSS, how you can applying the styles in the HTML tags. Okay, next. Okay, so this is the way if you want to apply the styles in predefined HTML elements, so like that you can proceed. So this is here I am writing clearly. This is the way to apply the styles in HTML predefined elements. HTML predefined element. Okay, so now my question is, I don't want this. I want customize of this. Sorry, for this style, this is the command. This is the comment. Okay, if you want to comment in HTML elements, this is the comment. If you want to comment it in CSS files, CSS tags and all, this is the comment. Okay, if I want to comment this HTML and this one, so which comment I can use? So I can use this. So this is our Java comment, right? What type of comment? This is multi-line comment. Okay, if you want to hiding the multi-lines. Next, the another thing is, sir, I don't want this type of, so because wherever you are using this h1, h2 tags, so automatically this styles is applicable. Okay, so I want my customized, CSS. So if you want to apply that one, so you can define for your own classes. So how you can define the own classes in HTML, in CSS, this is the way. So now I'm creating the custom class. Creating the custom class to apply in the style sheets. To apply in the styles. Okay, so if you want to create your customization classes, so first you can come here. There is a attribute called class. Okay, so here I can give header part. So HEADER. So you can give this way, header part. So let me copy this. So class is the attribute. So which is telling you can apply the styles in this H1 tag. Okay, so here come. Okay, so here I'm just copying this. So before apply this, first open it and run it. What will happen? So you don't have any styles as of now. Come here, let me apply. We'll see what happened. So still is not applied. So why? The reason is whether you can use dot. You can see whenever I can use dot, how it can be changed. It comes to blue color. So now you can see whether it's applicable or not. Yes, it's applicable. Perfect. Okay. So how you can create your custom class in HTML? Okay, so first take any one of the tag, just create the class equal to, so this is, so don't give this. If you want to apply the same thing, you just copy and paste it. So write once and reuse anywhere. So here just copy and paste it, just paste it, paste it, paste it, paste it. Okay, so now let me see what will happen. So this H1 tags, that styles is applied for each and every HTML tag automatically. Okay, so if I don't want that, I want independently to write. Okay, I don't want this, I want to independently to write. So for this, okay, so for this, so create another class. So this is header part. I can give this header part 1 and this is header part 2. So here I can give 1, I can give dot header part 2. Okay, so here I am apply some margin 10 pixel, padding 10 pixel, so margin and padding 10 pixel, color. Okay, so here there is attribute called linear gradient, so which is telling 45 degree black, BLSC black, comma orange, black comma orange. So let me see what will happen from here. Why is not applying at the not color, it's a background. If you are not recognizing this, at the part 2, HEADER part 2 correct only. So font size, okay, apply color. Or can you please join again once it is disconnected? Linear gradient in spelling mistake. Gradient correct only. 45 degrees black. Oh. Color white background. Okay, see here. So 45 degrees, black, and what color I gave? Orange. So here I can give text color white.